crazy. It's just crazy. Got my daughter in the back seat while I'm driving. She want to keep hopping on me.
You should have fucking hit
cars
me
passing in traffic. Could hit them. Could have hit cars passing in traffic. She don't give a fuck about my daughter's life.
You shouldn't have fucking hit me.
You don't give a fuck about my daughter's life.
You shouldn't have fucking hit me first.
Cause you don't give a fuck about yours.
Fucking window.
Cause you don't give a fuck about your life. You don't give a fuck about my daughter.
I'm bleeding my fucking self.
Oh, you is?
Yeah, I am.
Mm-hmm.
You don't believe me?
Gotta keep it on video. Got my daughter in the back seat with her.
Oh, I got fucking stabbed you.
Get off me! Get off me! My daughter is in the back seat. Get off me! I've been driving.
Quit videoing.
Quit videoing why? So you keep hitting me? So you keep hitting me? And try to blame me on shit? Get away from me!
You hit me first.
I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up.
No, go check it.
No, check on your daughter.
It's calling for you, you stupid bitch.
Yep, y'all saw that, didn't y'all?
Go post something on your chat with me, bitch. That's all you do.
That's all I do. All you do is steal from the person taking care of your child. Daddy will buy you a new one with the money that mama stole.
Come here, baby. Hey, it broke me. Remember yesterday it fell?
I know it. You see what you did to your child?
No,
you stole. You see what you're doing to your child? You hit me after I caught you stealing. Yep.
Oh, you didn't choke me? You didn't do none of that
I had to stop doing that. You just hit her fucking child. Yeah. Let go of my child. You just hit Jordan. You just hit Jordan. You just hit Jordan. You just hit Jordan. I got him fucking.
Shalom, shalom. Call halal YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honor to the elders and apostles. Great millstone and teaching me well. Peace and salutations be to all for the elect. Brother Tazwa, I'm coming at you from the prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. This lesson is going to be going into Eve the dragon. All right. I'll put a little video up based upon the video I've seen, on the media. I don't know if it was a Edomite or a Jake. Whoever it was, he had no control over his house or his situation or his woman. It seemed like he was a simp. Alright, no real masculinity in him. Or else that woman wouldn't be doing him like that. These women are dragons. But if you give them that power, they will abuse it. Okay? Can't let them get that power over you. Alright? It starts when you start allowing her to do certain shit, or you start doing certain shit for her, spoiling her. If you spoil a woman, it's over, man. Alright, but he had a child with this woman. The child was a Jake, like Southern Kingdom woman. Okay, but she was a dragon, one of those black dragons. Alright. So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 16. It says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Alright? Say I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. So it's better to be with a lion or a dragon in the same room than to be in the same house with a wicked woman, man. All right. Let's grab another one. Because you're gonna find more. You're gonna find more. You may find more peace with these wild animals than you will with the wild Eve. All right, you're not going to be in the same house with a wild Eve. Let's grab this. This man is driving. All right, this man is driving. He got his daughter in the back seat and this woman in the back seat, and she beating his ass while he driving, risking the whole family's life. All right, but she's not considering that. She's not considering that the whole family are risking of dying. She's considering her emotions. And that's what she's acting upon. Her emotions are her God. That's what she worships. She's going to tend to those before anything. All right, that's why in the end of the video you seen her, she trying to hit her husband, but she ended up hitting her child because he was holding the child. All right, and you can't dwell with a woman like this, man. That's why before you have a child with a woman, you need to give her a trial period, see what she really like, and adversity, and struggle, and desperation, and then hunger. You got to see what kind of woman she is before you really decide to trust her with putting your seed in her, because this whole system is set up against us right now, to where the woman's got power over us and can use our children as a weapon against us. That's why he was recording, because he knows that she got power over him. He can't really do much. Alright, it says, Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 9, it is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. Better to dwell in the corner of the housetop, man. The corner of the attic. Alright, and the tiny secluded area, than to be in a mansion with a brawling woman. A woman like that in this video. Okay? Let's see if we can grab an NLT for that. Right here it says in NLT, Proverbs 21 and 9, it's better to live alone in the corner of an attic than with a quarrelsome wife in a lovely home. Alright, in a lovely home, man, which is a nice house, big house, spacious. Alright, she got all the space in the world to be on the other side of the house, but she gonna hunt you down to every step of the way in that house, antagonize you, provoke you, okay, attack you. She gonna make your life a living hell, man. Okay. Let's grab this. In the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath had a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. Alright, she gonna make his days longer on the earth, man. Like giving him peaceful mind, peaceful heart. Okay, taking care of him, make sure he's well fed, make sure everything's clean, make sure he ain't getting sick. Alright, because women are natural nurturers. That's their natural duty. Okay, it says, a virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. Woo! So, a good wife is a good portion. If you fear the Lord, YAHAWASHI, he won't give you a good portion. Something to hold you over for the rest of your life. Something that's not going to leave you or forsake you or betray you or seek to destroy you. Alright? Something that's going to be good to you. It's going to be a health to your bones. Scripture say that, actually. Right here in the book of Proverbs, Salakia. Not Proverbs. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse. Let's see. Verse 7. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. That man was, you seen in that man's face, man, he was going through it. There's no peace in his eyes. There's only suffering and torment. All right? But that's because he was being wicked. The Lord assigned to him a wicked woman. He assigned to him one such as be like unto him. That's another thing. You can't just completely blame these women. You got to consider your own actions. All right? Everything, a marriage or getting a woman is a covenant. All right? It's the same thing as getting a job. You're making a covenant with them, telling them that you're going to be in there on time every day or whatever to do the job that they assigned you to do, and they will pay you for it. Okay? It's the same thing with a woman. You come into a covenant with a woman when you go into her for her to be your helpmate and for her to help you build your enterprise and your empire. And in return, you'll Salakia. What's the word I'm looking for lack of better words? You'll supply her. Okay? You'll for lack of better words, I'm just gonna say supply. You're gonna supply her with what she needs, like food, shelter, clothes, okay, health. You're gonna take care of her. Okay? That cat like is going through it. Even the animals out here going through it, man. That's why we need a kingdom. Because even the animals suffering from Esau's rulership. The cat got all sorts of patches in him. He's walking by my house looking sad, man. Like he been through the roughest and toughest of fights. But that's Israel right now. He look like he homeless. Israel's homeless. Jake is homeless. We're in a land that we can't even call home. All right. Look at this cat. This cat on the prowl. Salakia, I'm outside. I just pulled into my house. And this cat's in prowl position. It's about to attack a bird. So it can eat. It's some Animal Planet shit, man. I'm going to grab the next verse while I watch this, too. I was going for the squirrel. It says, verse 13, Ecclesiasticus 26 and 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. Okay, so let's go into the word discretion. A woman's discretion will fatten a man's bones, will fatten her husband's bones. Okay, the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way as to avoid causing offense or revealing private information. Circumspection, carefulness, caution, delicacy, consideration, good sense. Okay, there you go, man. It says right here, the ability to avoid words, actions, and attitudes which could result in undesirable consequences. Okay, you got a wife that can avoid doing these things, can control herself, and got a little bit more control over her emotions than the average Eve. You got a good thing, man. Okay, she's not gonna try to offend or try to do evil for evil, or because her feelings are hurt, she's gonna try to make you feel hurt. You got a woman like that, you good, man. Okay. After that, you should just be focusing on serving the Lord. You know, while she takes care of things at the crib, at the house, knocking everything out. You can be the best man you can be. Andrew Tate says something like that too, though. He said, I believe if a man is doing what he's supposed to, as a man, doing what the Lord created him to do, working, being responsible, doing things he's supposed to do as a man, and he has a wife, then his wife is at home, she ain't working and trying to go half and even, okay, then she's going to have the opportunity to do what she can as a woman, to resort back to her natural use, which is cleaning, cooking, tending to the children, the house. She's going to have a care of what goes on in the house. All right, this is her profession, and a man's profession is to serve the Lord, YAHAWASHI, and also labor. It's going to say by the sweat of thy brow thou shalt eat thy bread, and that was a curse that was laid upon men. Okay, but if you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing in the sight of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, living a just life, then guess what? The Lord is going to give you just results. Okay, you're gonna get what you do. You're gonna get what you put in. You're gonna receive for what you put out. Okay, and what you've done you're gonna receive for what you've done, whether it be good or bad. Okay, that's the scriptures. Okay, that's one way to avoid confrontation. It's a huge way that you can avoid confrontation with the woman. It's because when a woman has a job and trying to help you pay the bills or whatever, she's going to get a sense of equality. She's going to get a sense of we both wear the pants. There's going to be heads bumping. Well, I make more than you, nigga. Well, I'm wearing the pants. I paid this bill. Why you can't help me out with this bill? It's going to be very great tension, So, if possible, brothers get a good job or career or whatever, and good rent and things like that, able to take care of your bills, keep a woman in the house, she still got to be a good woman, You got to be man of the Lord for her to be home alone, and you can trust her at home alone to not do no crazy shit, man, because the Lord will send you that gift, that blessing. I'll help you out. A lot of women, even though men try to work and take care of the things that they're supposed to as men, a lot of women still have other men coming into their house and sleeping in their bed, okay, doing crazy things with their children. Got other men around their children, okay, doing whatever the hell they want, being a harlot, even though a man's working and providing, okay, but even then, you still got to consider your actions. The Lord is doing these things to you. You're doing something that he is not pleased with, so he's got to show you through your servant, okay, because a woman is a man's servant, and you're the Lord's servant. And if you're being an unjust servant with the Lord, he's going to give you an unjust servant. Or you're being a wicked servant to the Lord, he's going to give you a wicked servant. He's going to show you what you're doing to him. All right? So, want to fix a lot of those problems, you got to really just be a man of the Lord. And the Lord's going to take away that wicked woman. Matter of fact, I'll grab it. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets. So he said, I find more bitter than death the woman. King Solomon said, the woman is more bitter than death, man. Okay? And he had plenty of experience with 1,000 women. I said, these women are more bitter than death. King Solomon was a righteous man. All right? And yet he still said, out of 1,000 women, I ain't find none righteous. Okay? These women are just created to they're the weaker vessels, so they're easier to be manipulated by Satan, Hashatan. It says, whose heart is snares and nets. She'll be trying to trick you, she'll lie to you, or appeal a certain way just to get a certain result from you. Some women will purposely start fights and start arguments just to get attention from you. It says, whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Who so pleaseth YAHAWASHI shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. The sinner gonna be taken by such a woman. A woman that's more bitter than death. Okay? There's nothing more peaceful in this world than coming home to a clean house, AC hidden after a hot day of work, long hot day of work. You come home to the clean house with the AC hidden, food on the stove, the smell of food, you know, that sweet smell, that like a burnt offering, man. Meat on the stove or meat in the oven. Everything's tended to, clothes clean, food made ready, hot shower running for you, just so you don't have to do all the extra work. You just got through working all day, now you can come home and relax. But it's just a scary thing to come home to a demon. Nothing's in order, house is thrashed and trashed, no food being made, everything's dirty, you know. This woman sitting on the couch, binge watching Netflix shows all day and stuffing her face with hot Cheetos, and I didn't take a shower in 2 days. You don't want to come home to that, man. So please the Lord, YAHAWASHI, and he shall give you a good service as well. But you must give him a good service first. All right? That's the least you can do. This much is due unto the Lord. Okay? You need to be giving all you possibly can unto the Lord, YAHAWASHI. You give 144%. Okay? Because that is his due portion. All right? He deserves all of our strength, might, and vigor. The Lord gave his only begotten son for us. You know? And these niggas can't even stop eating pork for the Lord. It says, "Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 I have found, but a woman among all those have I not found." The Lord ain't find, you know, which is King Solomon, if you can receive it. You know, he ain't find a single woman out of 1,000 that was virtuous. Okay, all these women got attitudes, or all these women serve and worship their emotions more than they would their husband. So it's going to be trouble in the flesh either way, even if a woman's a virgin. Scripture tell you that. Be prepared for those things. But if you're serving the Lord, YAHAWASHI, it's going to be a lot easier for you, man. Okay? Your best bet is to serve the Lord. Avoid these demons, man. The kind of woman you want, is you gotta, first of all, you gotta program her. Second, it's gotta be, you can't just go out there and pick up no regular box on the side of the road, man. These black dragons out here, these fucking no shoes on. They outside with no shoes on, dirty nails, stink weave. You need to stay away from those, man. All right, these women grew up without a dad in their house. Stay away from fatherless women. Okay, there's no order in that house. That woman is greatly polluted and destroyed. She will not be able to, you know, at least from my experience, she's not going to have that kind of discipline that you need a woman to have. You also got to teach these things to a woman as the head of a household so that she can govern and help your children the proper way. You don't want a woman just stuffing anything down your son's throat, making him an abomination to the Lord. Okay? And if you have a daughter, your woman will teach your daughter how to be a virtuous woman. But that's it, man. You seen what happened in the video. He was getting his ass beat by his own woman. And even the child was getting the daughter was getting her ass beat by the mom. I want to grab one more before I close out. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 56. "The tender and delicate woman among you," these women are supposed to be tender and delicate. All right, nowadays you meet a bitch, she got rough skin. All right, she rough around the edges, fake eyelashes, fake hair, breath stink, ain't got no shoes on probably, feet dirty, you know. Old cheap ass clothes, raggedy clothes, The woman stinks, smell like musk and perfume, trying to cover it up. Man, sheesh. Each woman was like that. Our woman was too tender. Like it says right here, it says, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. These women were like, man, the one we had back in our land, they wouldn't even go outside with no shoes on. They wouldn't touch the floor. They were so clean and kept reserved for you, man. All right, you come home, your woman got a fine ass woman with gold sparkles all over her body. Okay, she dressed nice and neat for you. House all clean and tidied up. Okay, that was those days. We ain't in those days no more. We in the days where these women are fucking dragons and they want to be men. They wearing pants, they wearing sneakers and work boots and shit and hard hats. It says, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. You see what that woman was doing to her husband? She's trying to kill him. All right, she's trying to kill all of them because of her emotions. She feel her emotions should be respected more than the head of her household. So she ready to take the whole house out because of her emotions were not being respected, or her emotions were not tended to, or he didn't serve her well. These women think that they are gods and they want servants. They're meant to be their servants. That's some sick shit. That's what Esau like. It says, and toward her son and toward her daughter, and toward her young that cometh, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for one of all things secretly in the sage, which happened in 70 AD. Jerusalem, it was besieged, sieged by the Romans, where they surrounded us, and we couldn't have any imports or exports, so we couldn't get any food. It says, so Jacob began starving, and the women were eating their children. It says, wherewith thine enemy, it says, secretly in the sage and straightness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in thy gates. Okay, these women hate their children at this point, man. You see, a woman or a single household, a single parent household, or just a woman in charge. That's just horrible. These women are demons. They're torturing these kids and taking out all their stress and anger on these kids by beating their ass to a pulp, man. All right, but there's no structure, no order, no discipline. Okay, so the woman is taking all that stress that a man must take upon himself. She can't handle that because she's a weaker vessel. So in doing that, she becomes destructive and destroys those things around her. All right, and that's because we disobeyed the Lord, YAHAWASHI. So he put our houses in such an order through his sword, Esau, Edom. With that, I truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. I cannot watch to listen to you with sincerity. Until next time, Yahshua, I give all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Shalom.